everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Miley and this is my speed build for my craft room. And it is not just named my craft room because I made it up, but this is my real craft room. I decided to build it and decorate it just to see how I'm gonna actually do my room. Does that make any sense? It is in my basement, so this is why this room is in the basement like this. And yes, it fits 3 beds just like this in my big old room downstairs. So I decided to use the 3 beds to lay it out like this just so I could get the measurement of the room right. Is because I'm trying to figure out what to do in my room for now. So I was like, you know, why don't I just use The Sims 4 to get the layout and everything and check it out just to see what I'm really gonna do in my room, instead of going in there and putting it together and then I don't like it and I have to change it and whatever else. You guys know what I'm saying? So I was like, why don't I just mess it with it in The Sims 4 first, and then if I like the layout and I think it worked, then I will go and change it. I mean, like, do my sewing room, because my sewing room is currently upstairs in a smaller room and we are running out of space for all my Scooby-Doo stuff and all my craft stuff. So my materials and whatever else. I have to put a lot of my fabric in storage because I just had too many fabric. And if you guys don't know me, I actually sew on YouTube. I actually have a YouTube channel here where I actually sew some stuff and whatever else, do DIYs. So if you guys want to check that channel out, go ahead. It's Crafty Miley. And that is why I have a craft room. And I'm hoping with this bigger room that I will actually get more videos up on my craft channel. And I'm hoping that I can actually make more stuff too, you know what I mean, with a bigger space instead of just the small room. As you guys can see here, the room that I currently have is probably like half the size of this one, or maybe smaller. But there's actually really a hole right there in the middle of the room. Is because it's to hold the beam up. Does that make any sense to you guys? It's to hold the beam up the ceiling so it will stay up. And then the color of my room really is this color. I've just painted it Monday and Tuesday, I believe, or Sunday and Monday, whatever it was. But yeah, I had color left over because my current sewing room is yellow. So I was like, why not just use that color and paint my future sewing room, since I'm moving my sewing room and yellow is my favorite color. So it was like, why don't I just change it over and move it downstairs, since I'm moving downstairs and yellow has to go with me. So I decided to take it with me. And as you guys can see that I left one of the bed in here is because we do have an extra bed. So I'm trying to figure out how to work this room without the bed, with the bed in it. And then I do have a chimney or a fireplace in the corner like this, just like this. But the sad thing is that fireplace doesn't work because the owner previous to us built it and they put it too close to a gas pipe. So I don't think it is safe to use it since it's close to a gas pipe, you know, because you don't want any fire going on and burning your house down and whatever else. So that is why we are not using this fireplace. But I just have to put it in this build. It's just so I know the space that I actually have to work with in my room. You guys get my drift, you know what I'm saying. So here I am putting down my first dresser, and that's where I'm gonna put all my extra fabrics, or the current fabrics that I'm working on. The extra fabrics will actually go in the closet instead. So these are current fabrics I'm working on. And then I have a tiny table for my sewing machine, but then I was like, I'm gonna use a little bigger table. It's because I want to get a bigger table for my sewing machine. If that make any sense, I want to get those actual sewing machine table that you can put the sewing machine inside the table. It makes it a lot easier. And here I'm just trying to figure out this corner. Like, my husband decided to put that dresser right by the other wall like that, and I was like, if we put the dresser there and then we put the table across where I want it, then the dresser won't open. Does that make any sense? So I decided to switch it around like this, but then I didn't really like it. It was just too weird for me. And yes, I have 2 corner shelf. Anything that I put in this room I actually really have right now. Is not imagination like all my other builds, like pretending that I have it and put it up. All this stuff in this room I actually have it. So I am just putting what I have in here and trying to make it work. Like I do have a carryo, I think that's what you call it, the little thing with the dishes in it, but I don't put my dishes in there. I actually put my Scooby-Doo stuff in there. You guys don't even know all that Scooby-Doo stuff I have. It is ridiculous, but I am planning to collect more. As bad as it sounds, you would think I'll be done with this, you know, since I'm getting old. Well, I wouldn't say I'm getting old, but I am a grown woman who shouldn't be playing with toys. But Scooby-Doo is my life. To me, is my life because I grew up with it and I loved it and I still love it to today. So that is why. And then at first I decided to lay the room out like this, but then I was like, it's too plain, too lame, you know what I mean? I didn't really like it. Like that bed was just getting on my nerve. I felt like it was just taking up the whole room. And then the shelving, yes, I think I have 3 shelvings, but I only put 2 over there. And more of the shelving that I will put in here, it's in the future when I get more shelving, I want to do it like this. But a lot of the stuff in this room I actually do have right now. Just letting you guys know, like these 2 blue chairs that I'm gonna put up, they are recliners. They are not just regular chairs, but I was like, hey, I got 2 blue chairs, so why not put 2 blue chairs in here, you know what I mean? And then I do have this shelf, weird looking thingy. My husband bought it, and so he told me I can use it. It's glass, so I'm just gonna put it there because I break glass so easily. Because know me and that anybody, you know, my family, they know I break glass so easily. Like I'm such a klutz. So here is my hopeful, you know, decision that I could buy more shelving and do this and put that up like that so I could put more of my decorations out, you know what I mean? Like I have a lot of figurines, I have Scooby-Doo stuff, I just have a whole lot of stuff, you know, like throughout the year you just collect stuff. And so I realized that I forgot to put up the curtains, so my room downstairs in the basement, it's not like The Sims here. It actually has a little, you know, the basement is kind of a little bit higher, so you can still kind of see outside a little bit. Like if somebody was to walk by, you could see their feet walking by. So that's why I have windows downstairs, because some of you guys were like, why do you have a window downstairs? You can't even see outside. But that is why I decided to put in the windows for this room, is because in my basement you can actually see a little bit outside. There's actually some natural lighting coming in. And then, you know how like some closets are, I don't know how other country is, but in America our closets are like this, and it actually has shelvings just like that. And so I decided to put this into my closet just to, you know, make it more real. So I was thinking I'm gonna take both of my shelvings that I have my fabrics on right now, that's where my storage fabrics are gonna go, and then I'm thinking about like bringing in 2 more shelvings just like I do here. And then later on you guys will see that I will put my cabinets in the closet too. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but I'm just gonna do this. And my closet is pretty wide, you know what I mean? Like I could go hide in there and my husband won't be able to find me. I'm just saying. And then I'm just messing around with the shelvings again. Like I didn't want to put shelvings up too high because I am a very short girl. I'm only 5 feet. The only reason that I will put shelving up high is to store, you know, like decorations. To store decorations so I can't reach them, you know what I mean? So I don't ever have to reach them, but I could just look at them, so I don't have to worry about grabbing them down or whatever else. Does not make any sense. But that wall that you guys saw that I put the shelving on, where my sewing table is currently on right now, is I cannot put a shelf right there, is because the shower is right behind it, as you guys saw me do it earlier. So we don't know how thick that wall is, so we don't want to, you know, go into the shower and break the shower, so we just left it. And you guys can see I have this black shelving like that. It doesn't have books, it has fabric on it, and I have a lot of my current project on that shelf. And yes, it's black and big just like that, but it's wired instead. And so yeah, I was like, I have to have that shelf next to my sewing machine, is because that shelf is all my current projects are on there. Like I have little boxes container, organizers on that shelf, and it has like current projects on there. Like my husband has some current projects because he likes to make teddy bears too, and then I have a lot of current projects, and so I put it on that shelving. And then as you guys can see here, I decided to delete that bed. It's because my husband said we could move the bed somewhere else. We don't have to keep it in my room. It's because I have a lot of stuff and I need all the room I can get. So as you guys can see, there's a table in the middle of the room there. That is my work table. If you guys craft or you guys sew, you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have a craft table where you move around or you do your stuff on. You know what I mean? Like you're cutting, you're measuring, all that snaz. So that's what that table in the middle of the room there is for. I put it in the middle of the room is so it'd be easier for me to move around it, because I'm, like I said, I'm very short, I'm not very tall, so I can't reach across the table to the other side to do it easier, so I have to walk around it. So that is why that table has to be in the middle of the room, so it would be easier for me to walk around instead of moving it around constantly, because it does have wheels, but I broke it one time and my husband had to fix it, so we're trying to make it where it's just in the middle of the table where where I won't break it again. Does that make any sense? And then here I'm just deciding what I'm doing, because I was like, oh, I forgot to put the cabinets in here, so I was like, okay, I should try to put the cabinets in this room too, because I need all my stuff. I need all my storage, I need all my decoration, I need all my stuff in my room. Like for real, a lot of my stuff right now is in boxes because my current sewing room is too small. So it's a good thing my husband is letting me have this big old basement room, so I can have more space for my room. And then you guys see the carrier right there. It's in real life, in The Sims, it doesn't matter, but in real life, you think about it, if you open the door, that door is gonna hit that carrier and it's gonna probably break that glass or whatever. So I had to move that too. So I don't know, I am just creating this just so you guys can see how I'm like coming up with ideas for my room. You know what I mean? Like, instead of just going in there and started doing it and then be like, oh no, I don't like it, I'm gonna switch it and whatever else. So I was like, why don't I just use The Sims 4? Because I could build it in The Sims 4 and do whatever in The Sims 4 and look at it first. It's kind of like, this is kind of like my blueprint. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna make my room in The Sims 4 first and then check it out and then see if I like it or not. And then I will go and really do this in my room, you know what I mean? So I don't have to keep switching it around and whatever else. And here you guys can see that I'm just looking for toys to put on that shelf to, kind of make it look kind of real, that it's my Scooby-Doo stuff and my figurines and all that jazz. So I just started putting some toys up, and then I got lazy. I was like, no, I'm not gonna sit here and try to put all these toys in here, because this is just a layout for me to see and for my sister's opinion, because she is very talented and a very artistic person. So I just wanted her to see what she thought about my room and what, you know what I mean? Like, if she could give me some ideas, because I don't really like it, what I end up with. Like, I don't really super love it. I don't hate it, but I don't super love it. But then it's workable. Does that make any sense? Like, it's workable for me right now. Like, if I was to use this layout in my room right now, if I was to go and do this in my room right now, then I can, function my room. Like, this will be functional. But it doesn't make any sense. I don't even know what the heck I'm trying to say. This will be functional for me to work in. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, and then you guys can see I'm just trying to put some decoration on top of the chimney over there, or the fireplace, because I can. Like, in real life I can, but for some reason in The Sims 4 I couldn't make it look pretty, because I really do kind of want you guys to kind of have an idea and look how my room's gonna look, because I am gonna decorate it some more. I'm not just gonna leave it plain looking like this, because you guys know I don't really like my walls too plain. They just look too plain. And then these are my dream shelves. Like, I just put, just in the future when I get enough money to redo my room, to do more in my room, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna lay this stuff out like this, just the showing, just like this, because I thought this is a really good idea. Like for ribboning and other stuff, it's just a lot of stuff. If you guys craft and you guys sew and you guys do all this stuff, you guys know there is a lot of stuff to do, like for reals. Well, I guess this video is coming to a close. I guess I could talk more than the video length is, so I will talk to you guys all later. What do you guys think about my room and my decor in my room and the way I'm gonna organize it? You know, what do you guys think about it? And just, you know, tell me down below. And if you guys do kind of like me yapping and watching me build stuff, then just go ahead and subscribe and like, and I will talk to you guys all later. Yeah, guys, have a good day, good night, wherever you guys live in the world, and bye.